And put this in. And we are set. Sparta. Here, Joy. Because the EU privacy laws are very strict, in the US, however, has a common practice to bundle all the gathered information from cookies and sell it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, though I block all unknown numbers. Yeah, I won't pick up an unknown number. You guys have actually heard the phone ring a couple times while we're online, and if it's an unknown, if it's something that's important, I will have you guys hold and go take it. Because there's things about if something's going on with the boys or something like that, you just have to answer it because that's kind of the gig, you know. But yeah, it's if I don't recognize the number, I ain't picking it up ever. You know, so and if it's someone that is actually calling me and it's important, hopefully they'll leave a message, you know, unless they're on fire, and then the message will just be screaming. But I don't see a reason to pick up a phone number I don't know. You know, plus there's just people that are, oh, we heard you own something. Can we buy it from you? No, go away. It's mine. That's the deal. Mine. If it's mine, it's mine. You can't have it. So take your story time and go away. Sorry, I'm checking something real quick. My phone company alerts me if the called is flagged as suspicious or reported as spam. Oh, that's cool. Mine does not. It's like mine goes, hey, you want to take this bad call? Go ahead, take it. Yeah. No. Alrighty. Yeah, the I forget what the name of the UK law is, but the UK law kept a lot of this stuff at bay. Oh yeah, the medication and Medicare one is just crazy. Yeah. Yeah, because how the hell would they know if I need Viagra? They didn't ask me. They just assumed. Yeah. Joke's on them. Viagra doesn't work on me. Ha ha ha. So there. Yeah. I guess once you get to a certain age demographic, they just assume. Let's see. We're going to pull up the game, and we're going to go do a quick review of what we did yesterday, because we put a lot of stuff in yesterday. Yeah, which I was actually very happy about, because what we did was we started working on the path for our character. What we're putting in first, and only first, is the basic path that our character would follow for his part of the game. Not the distractions, not all the other things, but we started just working out the basic path to level 1 that we've worked out. You know, it slips through the UK stuff as well, but it's much harder. Yeah, it's a lot harder. I would say in the UK, I only got about one or possibly 2 spams a week. Spam calls of some kind or message or a week. Whereas in the US, it's funny because there's a pattern to them. So a spam call will come in, and literally to the minute, 5 minutes after that, another one will come in. And I'm just like, dude, this cracks me up. Okay, let's turn this all on. Turn the logo off. Oh, well, that's not what we meant to come up. Let's turn that off. Okay, there we are. So like I said, we put the otter in yesterday, which when Savvy gets back from her renovation, we can show her that we have an otter in the game now, so she'll be very happy. For the UK is going to random spam in person. I'll tell them I died yesterday. That's why I like Kick Booga's thing. I actually like watching his stream sometimes because his AIs actually call a lot of those numbers back just for fun, and I think they do a really good job at it. I think he's doing a service to everybody. Yeah, harass them if nothing else. They're gonna harass us. He's gonna harass them. I'm all for it. Okay, so to do a recap, let's get our build. I'm sorry, the way that they're allowed to do it is just annoying to me. It should not be a thing. But that's me. What do I know? Okay. Get our game up here. Okay. Kickboga's logic is every minute they talk to me is the minute they're not scamming someone else. Yes, I'm all for it. I think he should have a bank of his AIs calling them constantly. I think that once he gets them all ironed out to where they can answer most questions, then it would be great to have like a couple hundred of them calling them back all the time, just completely harassing them. Because his bots do get hung up on sometimes, which I just think is great. Alrighty, so let's go back and start new here. Oh, I thought I fixed that. Okay, I didn't fix that. I'm gonna come over here and go back to Steve, because we're gonna bring Steve. Grab the gold. Thank you. Okay, here's Steve. Help, bring me reeds and wood to make a splint. So, or go save your grandpa, but I think that would be incorrect. Or run home. How about that? But we won't worry about that right now. So we got Steve there. So if we'll have reeds here, we'll put some reeds in here, and then we can get wood from chopping the trees, and he can use that for splints. So there's some wood. I just have to build the logic for him getting stuff, and I'll have to learn how to do that. You know, oh yeah, you're absolutely right, Master Sprite. If someone you know is hurt and can't call, and somebody with another phone calls to get them help, and you don't know about it, then yeah, it causes a bunch of trouble. So we go and search Grandpa's house. Grandpa's not around. Yeah, we'll have to change Steve's things. We'll say in Steve, instead of saying go save your grandfather, we can say a lot of destruction has happened across the village or across the land, and I just need to get to a hospital or something. So he doesn't know the grandpa's missing yet. He gets here, and all this will be, we'll put some damage on the grandpa's house, and then he'll go next door to the nurse, and the nurse will say some people took grandpa away. So that's where she finds out that granddad is gone, and then he runs to the sheriff. Now, so I have to fix this. Okay. He runs to the sheriff. Oh, let's see. Stops along the way. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. Okay. You're a weirdo. We're going this way. And then goes to the boy. I'm Zach. I want to throw axes at the otter. I need more axes. Would you go to the blacksmith and get me some? Okay. But we're not doing that. We're trying to get over here to the sheriff. Feeble old man. I don't want to look in every wolf's belly. Go to the priest to pray for your grandfather's soul to reach Valhalla. And I have to fix the spelling on that. Okay, so we run back up here. Go to the priest. What I think I'm gonna do is we need to move the I think we actually need to move the candle place and make a little like area here for going to the temples. Okay, back in here to the clergy guy. He says, temples hold the prayers of anyone in town. Your prayer will be muffled here. Take this incense and light it at the altar of Odin. Maybe he passes his wisdom upon you in this time of need. So we go here. And then we'll put, like I said, we'll put a thing here to where, or maybe a door out the side here. And that comes out, and then he can go directly to the temple yard from there, or back to the forest. Go up here. That we haven't put that in yet, so you need to go back here. I need to fix that. Okay, so he comes up here, burns the incense. Incense doesn't do anything. So that's when the otter comes out. I'm Otto the Otter. You can call me Artie, because we had discussions about the name yesterday and never came to a final thing. We can say, I am Otto the Otter. I'm pretty savvy. Haha. To reach the gods, you must rebuild each altar. The fountain will be needed to find pieces find the missing pieces. Yeah. Yep. See where we at. However, the call centers are in countries that you can't really do much about. Yes, the call center's in there, but the numbers they're using are not, because they use local numbers. So that's where I think that's where the weakness is. That's where I think the laws can do something about it. Whether they will or not is irrelevant, because right now getting any laws passed is kind of difficult. But we'll see how that turns out. I sent something to your son, and I hope to God he gets it, and gets it in a way I hope he does. What? I don't know what that means. I live nowhere near my son, so I cannot check on if he got something you sent him. However, if it's something bad, I'm going to accept your answer as an admission of guilt. It's funny. Little Siberian bear. Interesting. Are you now, or have you ever been, a bot? That is the question we ask. You have 36 followers. And you've done 2 videos on blueprints. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, I'll have to look at those. Oh, blueprints. Sorry, not blueprints. Ha! Blueprints in the blueprints. Okay, so I'm half right. I'm an automated meat bag. Okay. Aren't we all? Okay, so things we're going to need parts for the altar, or for the fountain. And what we'll probably do, let's do this. I think that's the bad place for Odin's statue, which is the one right here. I think we need to move that to a more functional spot. Let's bring, which is just above the fountain. So if we take Odin, and put him here with his little altar pieces. That way, when he tries to burn the incense, the otter can come out of the water and say, "What are you doing there, buddy?" Yeah, from a layout perspective, I think putting it up there, it helps if I actually turn on the page and show you what I'm actually doing, doesn't it? Here's what I did. I moved Odin's statue up here from down here. That way our guy will come up here to Odin's statue, try to burn the incense, and then yeah, and then the otter can come up behind him and say, "What are you doing, dude?" Okay, what is he playing? I don't even know what he's playing. International Pawn. I'm gonna make me back. It's International Pawn. Blueprints of Blueprints. Okay. Ads will be coming in 2 minutes. I've actually been avoiding Thor's stream while he plays that. I'm hoping to do a playthrough with my wife soon. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what he's playing, so. And I recorded myself losing my mind. Yeah, that I record myself losing my mind every day. It's not that hard. It's good for you. Okay, so yeah, if we put that there, then the fountain can be here and have more of a central form for putting that together. It also makes, I don't know, it's just, to me, it's more aesthetically better. And we'll come up with a better ground for this area. Yeah, that is the trick. I mean, simple puzzles. I had mentioned the game Myst earlier, and the puzzles in that I really enjoyed. But the good thing about Myst, because it was in the early 90s, is when you got the new graphics card, it was really cool to show off your computer with Myst because the graphics were so well done on it that you could call people and go, "Look how cool my computer is," and they'd actually go, "Oh wow, that's cool." Whereas before it was like, "Oh, look at my Zork game that only does text." Zombie attack. Sorry, I almost talked through it. Yeah. Oh, Myst. You could solve it as soon as you get the game. Yeah. But it was just fun to walk around in the environment, or to literally click around the environment, because you're just going from screen to screen. But it was actually quite cool for its time. Yeah, the Voodoo card with 1 GPU. 1 GPU. Yes, that is correct. It was not for the weak of heart. Not at all. Okay, so we're gonna move that. Oh wait, let's wait. Zombies. I have a tendency to talk through the zombie attacks, and that's probably not a good thing. Let's do this real quick while we're waiting. I'm going to look at the code for our UI. Enemies, load, save, player attacks. Use item function. Player stats, player transaction locked. Quests. This is where we're going to be putting all the quests that we just kind of lined up. That's the slime stuff. That's nothing to do with what we're working on. Player stat state. Oh, these are all player states. Item functions. Hurt player. I think it's in that one. Let's see. What I'm trying to find is, can we... Okay, invulnerability is 0. Blah, 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 blah. Invaluables, blah, blah. I'm looking for... I may have to write something that we can do a cheat code on to put all of the stats at full. Attack function, save game, load game, enemies. I don't think it's in enemies. Bat function, enemy Clyde, enemy weight, purchases, slime. liftables, collect functions. That's all in an array. Drop items, enter. This new box, 9 slice health. Oh, that's just the graphic. That's not the. Yeah, I'll have to find it later. So what we can do is put in a cheat code to just bounce everything up so when we're testing, but that's not something that is absolutely needed at this moment. But I was seeing if there was a place where I could just go ahead and hard code a number into where we're always at like 100 gold or something. Because eventually we will need to be able to do things with that. There's our otter. Close all this stuff up so we can clear. So I'll just have to remember where those numbers are stored, and then how they work so that I can make them functional. Objects paths, because it would be in scripts. It would have to be in scripts. I just don't remember which one. Room transition, 9 box. 9 slice box. I don't think it's in there, is it? No, this is just the items. Code. We'll have to figure that one out. Macros, maybe. Resolution, in, out, idles. Okay. Where we pick up the bombs. I mean, we could increase. Huh? See, you see how much these things come in? It says, literally, just came in, and it says, your doctor approved your GLP-1 weight loss plan. Stock is running low. Claim here. If you think I'm hitting that link ever, you're crazy. There's nothing like unsolicited doctor information from the internet that makes me just want to go, let's go do something else. So don't let them fool you. It's this crazy town. Let me close that. It came up on my watch first, so. All right, so it's probably in our player code. State act. Attack. Put up directions, blah, blah, blah. That's dead. That's his free state. For anything that active list. Global F, player throw. Okay, cognitive. These are the items themselves, so they switch. So this is what we can switch between. So once we have the hook, we have the bow, and we have the bomb. As we build new things, like if we build a bow and arrow, or no, we have an arrow. Sorry. We just add them here. This is where our global equips are. Cycle direction. Player equip, blah, 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 yep. Okay. Code. If you want to think you're dying, just look up some symptoms online when you're sick. Oh yeah, I was actually having this conversation with one of my sons the other, like a week or so ago. They had gone in for some tests, or were told that they needed to do some tests, and they looked up the tests and were looking at the worst possible thing that can happen because of what they say they're looking for. I go, no, stop. And I told them the story of when I was in my 40s, and they go, okay, well, we're going to send you in for some tests. We think you might have MS. And I'm like, what? And sent me home scared to death. So I went and looked online as to the symptoms of MS, and I talked myself into pretty heavily into believing that I was going to have MS, and I was going to deteriorate. I'm just like scared the living crap out of me. And never again looked up symptoms for something online, because if you're sick with anything, the internet's going to tell you you're dying no matter what it is. So you got to be very careful. Well, this is just what makes him roll. This is how he rolls. State transitions. Yeah, that's just the eye closed between. Active cat hat. So these are quests. Dialogue response. Yeah, so when we put in the quest, like we'll take this quest here, the find the hat. We'll take this quest here and modify it to be the collect the reeds and the wood for Steve Splint. And we'll write that out. Oh, and then this is also the text for that. So, yeah. Because we have a bunch of else's in what is. Oh, wow, you found my hat. Yay. This is the whole code for the little orange guy next to the buildings. And let's take a look. I started thinking about the guys next to the buildings. Let's go back to our village here and try to figure out why. Villagers. Upper. Oh, so for some reason, our lower main is not being seen. Can we only have 2 tile sets? If so, what I think we can do is put anything on this one, which I think is just that house, on this one, and it should fix it. Maybe we can only have 2 tile sets, is my thought. So let's grab this and go. Oh, but it has to be on that because it has code that goes with it. No, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, it can be put on the first tile set. I think that will fix the background problem, because I think from the way it looks, you can only have 2. Why is that there? That should not be there. Okay, well, we'll have to delete it once we put this on. Okay. So we go back to, we turn that one off. We go to this one. Put this there. Luckily that is off the screen, so we're all good. We will delete this tile set. This is a good thing to know, because if you can only have 2 base tile sets, that makes sense, and there's something we can adapt to later, because I did add that tile set at some point. But because we added the villagers, which is our nurse that's in here, maybe it got confused or something. Let's do a save. Another thing I was thinking about is for our iterations, is I think our iterations are going to go by week, not day. I think that's a safer way to do it. So like this week will be Toby version 0.03. Next week will be 0.04. So we're doing an iteration. We're just not doing it non-stop, because I think that if we do it every single day, I'm going to forget at some point, and it's not going to be good. So let's open this back up now. Let's see if that fixed I got distracted by wanting to fix something. It's the way I am. I was made this way. Okay, so la 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 la. Let's go out here. Go back to Grandpa's hut area. Did it work? It worked. Yep, that looks like what the problem is. Does this still work? This should be, yep. Yeah, that still works. Okay, so it looks like we can only have two overall tile sets. She has moved a bit, but she's still there, so that's good. Yeah. We will fix her. But here is the code that we were just looking at is the one for this. Hello there. I'm looking for a brave adventurer. What with the... You look like a brave adventurer, what with the cape and all. Could you help me find my missing hat? And you can say, of course. You can say, maybe later. This task is beneath me. You know, we'll say, of course. We'll say, of course. He says, thanks. I think I left it in the scary cave to the northeast. Okay, so it's actually to the northwest now. But that code is what will build like the stuff for getting the reeds and the wood for Steve. Now let's do this. Oh, we need bombs, so we need to get some money together. I don't remember if I don't think trees drop money anymore. Just drop logs. So we need to go get money. Come on, pick it up. Yeah, because what I was thinking is if I can find the code for his inventory, then I can put some inventory in there as starter inventory. I think I left my hat in the scary cave. You might need some items to get there. Yep, you do. We need weapons. We need bombs. So we need to collect monies. Yeah, we also have to put a selling thing in so that we can actually sell stuff. Oh, let's see. Up. That should be enough for us to get bombs. Okay. Hopefully the store is still working. Oh, no, it's this one down here. Okay, bombs are needed. Purchase. Yep. I need this guy. And we need this guy. Okay, yeah, we have enough golds. Good. Now we have arrows and bombs and a grappling hook. Okay. Now that would have just saved. We got some layering issues too, but we'll work that out. I got my table to put YouTube brushcraft videos while I watch you. Cool. And what's up there? I had trouble with my back and it was hard to stand straight while searching. I convinced myself that my vertebrae were fusing together. I never looked up symptoms again. Yes. Yeah, it's kind of, it's absolutely hilarious. There's a point where having all the information in the world, access to all the information in the world, is a pretty interesting thing. But sometimes that information is, well, quite frankly, bullshit. And you got to remember that. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We have arrows. Technically, it helps if we actually hit the right arrow thing. Yeah, there you go. Come on. Okay. I like arrows. I'm gonna need them though, so we shouldn't shoot them all off. Okay, we're going up here. Bam. Placement arrow. We need some bombs. And we go inside. There's our cave area. Oops, that's not where we went. We got arrows. I think we screwed up. He's not gonna come back. Come on. Ah, that's good. Now, grappling hook. Arrows again. I am. I think we got them. We wasted way too many arrows doing it, but we got them. Another bomb, another one of those, okay. Okay, this one looks like we're... not close enough. No, that's not too... That's too high. Okay, that's one. Come back over here again. The reason we're doing this, I want to get the hat. I want to make sure that the questing system's still working, which is always a good idea to keep. Because we have made some changes, and I don't want to break anything. Little bastards. There you go. They will chase me, so I'm trying to avoid getting chased. All right. So we grab the hat. Oops. Put a hat on our head. And we head back. Yeah, so we can grab items and stuff. So that is in the code. And we can take it back to him. Run away. Okay. Oops. That one. Damn it. Down to 1 heart. Okay, let's give him the hat. Wow, you found my hat. You're a true hero indeed. Okay, now he will have the hat on the rest of the time. But if we look at the code, okay, that will, oh, not that, this one. So we look at the code for that, which is where we were on up here. So this is the code for that, for the whole, this is the, oh wow, sorry zombies. So what you're saying is you want some brains because you seem to not have any. I understand. For I too am brainless. Yep. Sorry, I'm looking at something here that just came through. All right. Yep. So my Saturday is booked. I'll hold off. Okay, that's something else. Cool. Yeah, so this piece of code we're going to look at here is the whole conversation and for that interaction we just did. If I only had a brain, the scarecrow, I would while away the hours, conversing with the flowers. If I only had a brain. Brains. Okay, so the quest that we just did, this is the whole function for that quest. So it's the active hat quest. And basically it's like, here's what launches it, and then here's the conversation that goes with it. So we have to build the quests for, say, the reeds and the wood for him to fix his leg so he can get to the clinic. And yeah, so this is what the whole quest is. So wow, you found my hat without me even. So if you find the hat first and come back, it actually has a thing for that, to where if we went and got the hat, then came back and went to talk to him, he'd go, oh my god, you found my hat, I didn't even ask you to, and then you're a true hero. If we don't have the hat, then it says hello there, and it's the first time we talk to him. It says, hello there, you look like a brave adventurer, what with the cape and everything. Could you help me? Can you help me find my missing hat? And then you have two answers. You have, of course, or you have the task is beneath me. So you can answer either way. And that's what this does. So that's your first interaction with him. When you come back, which is case 2, because this is a what is it called again? My brain is. This is a switch. So if it's not started, this is what happens. If in the next case, because there's cases as to what happens. If the quest is in progress and you come back with the hat, he goes, "Oh, wow, you found my hat. You are a true hero indeed." And then the hat quest equals 2, which basically means the hat quest has been done, you know? And if you come back and you don't have it, and then he goes, "Oh, I think I left my hat in the scary cave to the northeast." You can change that to west. Change that to west. Since we moved that part, so we've to the northwest. I think that'd be a tiny W actually. There. So we've made that fix. You might need some items to get there. So blah blah blah. And then the case 2, because it's case 0, 1, 2. Case 2 is if you come back after the hat, he goes, "Thanks again." You know, so that's pretty much it. So now if we went back to him, now that he has his hat. Okay, turn that on. Now that he has his hat, he'll just go, "Thanks again." Yeah, thanks again. So, and then I believe if we go out here to this one, this guy will have the hat on too. Yeah, he has on that because it changes the sprite itself. So when we start building individual people, well, that we will make it to where they have individual things. Wow. Yeah. So he will have the hat on the rest of the time that we're playing. You know, both of them will. And I think we put one in town, and I think he will have the hat. All of them that use that should have the hat. Yeah, he has the hat too up here. But yeah, and the code's actually attached to him. I don't think it's attached to the Lorax, but I think I didn't attach the code to him. I am the Lorax. I speak for the truth. Yeah, he only has that. We don't have code attached to that. So what we'll have to do is for each time that for every quest, all the things along our line, we're going to have to make a layout like this for that character. So like for Steve, we're going to have to lay it out to where, bring me reeds and wood so I can make a splint, you know, and then we can put it in there. It says help him or don't, you know, and then we can make decisions on our player after that. Actually, I need to close that so that you guys can see what I'm looking at. Yeah, so we'll build one of these, which is an active hat. This one's the activate hat cat. So yeah, we'll build one of these. So this will be our quest directory, and we'll build quests. So, and just for the sake of argument, I'm going to make a script here and just name it. We're not going to do anything with it. So it would be a script, and it would be Steve's needs. So that'll be our function for Steve, and we'll start building things up for Steve. So what we might want to do is put just so that, because here's what I would do is, let me rename this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 01 under it, because that is it won't let me. Oh well. My idea was, can I put 01, maybe without the underline? Rename. Well, let me do that. No. Contains invalid number. Oh, we can't use numbers. Damn. Okay, so we're just gonna have to keep our quest straight. Because what I wanted to do, my idea was this, is to number them to where everything that is a level 1 quest will have a 1. Everything with a level 2 quest will have a 2, etc., etc. What we built yesterday and ran through yesterday is all level 1. So what we can probably do is just go up here and put all level 1s in this function. That actually makes more sense. because I don't think that, okay, so if we go, we rename this. That makes more sense to me. Because what we can do is we can put the functions, the way functions are set up now, because they changed from the time this tutorial was done till now. If we go to our player, let's go states. We want the player states. Where's it at? Player function. General, out of animation, sprites, collision. Let's just go to player action functions. Yeah. So in this, all of the functions for the things that the player does are in one place. So we have an action slash, we have an action spin, which we haven't done yet. We have a calcs action, so it calculates the damage to the action. And then we have this. So if we do the same thing with our quests, where all level 1 quests are in one function, with all the different functions inside of that, just for level 1s, I think that can work. Well, no, it's not foreshadowing the quest difficulty because the player will not see this. I'm talking about our infrastructure behind it. So if we see a problem, right, and that problem has to do with a level 1 quest, when we need to fix it, we can go and say, okay, let's open up our level 1 quest script, and all of our level 1 quests will be in there. At least that's my theory based on this new function thing, because you used to have to write an individual script for each of these functions before, and now with the new Game Maker, you don't. You can put all those functions in a single directory. So it does it several times. So let me see if I can find another one that has dropped items. No, that's just a collision. Okay, nope, that's just the collision. Oh, this is all the basic stuff. Bat functions. Bat functions, yeah. So here are, if we close these like this, we have the bat chase and the bat wander. So it's the function that makes him wander around. And the other one is the function that if you get too close, it'll follow you and chase you. But those are in a single bat functions. So to me, that's a good way to start building something that for me will make sense. Because if I go down here where we have this quest here, and every single quest is in here, and we'll probably end up at some point with 100 quests or something for all the little things that we're going to put in. You know, looking up quests is gonna suck from a standpoint of going and looking at looking for things. You know, this just stays, this is our base code for all the dialogue responses, and we just have to add it for those kind of things. But these are all the cases. Okay, you have response A, you have response B. Yeah. So we will integrate. I need to learn a little more about how it works. So I did put this together in the tutorial. I will have to go back to that tutorial to build the new, at least the next, a couple more quests so that I understand how it works a little bit better. And then we'll be able to put them in all the time. So, but this is a good base. Because we can do a functional dialogue response. This is for when things are done. Thank you for your responses. Oh, this was when I was doing tests. But level 1, so we can do that, build that function. This is our whole dialogue for our cat quest. Yeah, just to make it cleaner, as we can do level 2, level 3, level 4. Because I think when we had talked about the levels are equal to the number of statues that he has fixed. So we have 10 levels basically, the fountain being 1, and then all the way to 10 with the other 9 in statues. So to me, it's just a way to, I'm going to reiterate, it's just a way to get that. Now this one, what this one does is it's the things that are liftable. So if we go back to macros, we have a list of items and things like that. These are things that can be hooked, or the settings for the hook. What that extends the hook, what grabs the hook. We also set on items themselves a 1 or I think it's a 0 or a 1 for if they can be hooked or not. And that goes with all of our entity scripts or our entity parents. So if we go to objects, I believe, if we go to entities, and we go to the entity P entity, which is the base for our entity. Let's see if we can actually open it in script form here. One of the settings that we have under all of this is, does the hook pull you towards it, or does the hook push you away from it? Or does it pull you to it, or does you pull it to you? I'm trying to remember where it's at though. I think it's probably in hook. There's the hat. So we'll have to build reads and stuff for build logic for that. See, we have to make collectible. The reads will be a collectible item. So this gives basically the action for the collectible items. So things like the hat, things like the arrows, all that stuff, all those are collectible items. So right now here in this, if you can see it, I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if it'll make it bigger. So right now, these are the collectible items, which is coins, bombs, arrows, and logs. So we can add, and this is stuff for the top. So if we add grenades, if we add some of the we have talked about a couple things. I just don't remember them offhand right now. But this is the script where we would attach them to, so that it has all of these collectible attributes put onto it. Yeah, what color does it flash when it's hit and things like that, because we do have those set up. Oh, let's pull that in. Oh, come on. It's not going to work good. So yeah, so there's all that codes is already put in, so we can make that for all the items that we have. But the logs and the reads for Steve will have to be part of the scripting system for quests, which isn't necessarily a collectible. It would be the hat logic, because here's the hat, and the hat does have logic to it, and it's an entity. It is a child of P entity, which is, where'd it go? P entity. So it's a child of this. So, and these are all the things that are a child of it, because these are things that we can pick up and carry around and all that stuff, and items. So Mickey 89, thank you very much for the follow. So yeah, so we definitely have to show the difference between stuff that's for our main menu. We have arrows, we have a hook, we have bombs. So yeah, so we'll have to come up with what we're going to need later. I think shovels might be something that we'll need when he gets over to the mine area. All the pieces for the altars are going to have to be similar code to the hat. So yeah, so those will all fall in here with the hat. So here's the hat. But having all this base code already is a godsend. So I'm actually quite happy that it can also work to where if we cut a plant down, it will drop reads sometimes. for that, and then we can put let me go back to our game maker. Turn this one off. Turn this one on. No, not that one. That's the wrong one. This one? No, that might be the right one, but it looks like the wrong one. Why do I have design page on here? That shouldn't even be on there. Turn that off. That seems to have lost its setting. It should be that. It's weird because we were literally just looking at this and then it just disappeared. Okay, so if we go back to here, so every piece that we put together for these, those would have to be items like the hat, where he's going out, finding them, bringing them back. So that code's pretty straightforward. It's just, okay, rebuild the fountain. You need 3 pieces. The fountain, like we said, I think all the pieces for the fountain will be on this map. Because I think it would just be like they threw those pieces, but they took the altar pieces for the gods and took them all over the place and threw them all over the place. But yeah, I think we're in good shape here. Let's see, the game maker. Oh, okay, that's good. And that's good. So he has his hat on now. This is now changed, which is good. I will take Steve out and put him somewhere else. Boo, he's a scary ghost. Otter's there. So yeah, I need to learn a little bit more about how the text boxes make themselves of size. I think right now it's set to 1/3 of the screen. But we can do some mock-ups of that. Yeah. As they're coming, Otter looks like squished penguin. Yeah, because in this it's just the way it looks. Because in the game it scrunches them up. If we actually look at it in here, it does look like an otter. That's funny. Okay, let's close that so you can actually see what I'm showing you. See, it is an otter. We have not made the final version of the auto. These were just drop-ins so that we have something for our character to run over and look at. Just returned. How was the dad jokes this afternoon? I think it went well. Was there any noteworthy ones I would enjoy? I do not know. Don't call our otter a squish penguin. He says, I'm an otter. He says, you're a squish penguin. And now he's, because Hat says, I am not a squish penguin. What you could probably do for a mock-up is grab some rocks and throw some rocks. I think we actually have some rocks in the general area here. We have a couple rocks. We could probably make them, yeah. We do need a beginning of the fountain so that he has to bring rocks to the fountain. Ooh. Ooh. Or he brings it to the otter and the otter fixes the fountain. Here, Jory, got a 6-pack? So, okay, because you were answering the question about how things went. When did Odin become a TTP? I don't know what that means. Otter. Yes, we have an otter. In a moment, we're going to have a zombie. So, Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was almost top of the hour. Okay, well, what is a TTP? Is it like text to something? I don't know what the P would stand for. A TTS is text to speech, if I remember correctly. Oh, because, okay, I see what you're talking about. No, did not know what that meant. Just to fix that, because that was not what we were trying to do. We were just throwing some rocks over. There, we'll put the rocks there. Everybody feel better? Time to, okay. It was not meant in that way. Was not thinking about that. There. There, done. No more rock problems. Rock? Rock lobster. Doom, 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 doo, 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 doo. Rock lobster. We were at a temple. Ooh, wow. Looking for some gods. Ooh, wow. Who knew the odds that we would find them? The rock lobster. Doom, 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 doo, 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 doo. No, I'm not expecting to hear about the rock lobster today. Well, nobody expects a rock lobster today. We gladly pay you Tuesday for a rock lobster today. Peter Griffin with the bird. Oh, bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. Okay. All TTPs are now removed from this section of the screen. I cannot guarantee that they've been removed from everywhere because I didn't even know it was a thing. But, okay, whatever. There's probably one or two here and there. See, now you got me wondering. I'm wondering. Let's get this whole thing up. Nope, not seeing any. Okay, we're all good. We do have to also change the candlestick maker. Because the change that was made, let me see if I can bring up the thing we need. No, 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 no. Not there, not there, not there. Let's go here. I am looking for a thing so we can make a little matchstick girl. I put way too many things in this. Here's the dungeon generator. I just had it up yesterday too. Let's see if we can look in history. No, it doesn't go back that far. Okay, well, I left it somewhere. Volcanoes. Dorf. That's weird. I didn't realize I saved that. So I'm looking for. Oh, I guess I didn't save it. I'll have to go to Discord and grab it. And then actually make a bookmark for it. Share a link. Should be right in this area right here. Okay, there it is. All right, let's get that on the screen. And then we will put in here. Let's go to that. We need to go here and go to our. Where you at, Pixel Guy? He used to be in the middle. They must have added some. Oh, they take him out, maybe? I don't think they would, but... Oh, there he is. Okay, then we put that on there, put that on there, and go Matchstick Girl. Make her a Viking. Let's see what it says. Survey says... It says no. Try again. It said no again. Okay. So technically she doesn't have to be a matchstick girl. Just make her a girl. Viking girl. Survey says. Wow, it must not be working today. An error occurred processing the request. Please check your inputs and try again. Oh well, it must not be working today. That happens sometimes. Yeah, that I've been locked out because I was generating up some guys the other day. And okay, teaching us. I wanted it standard. Yeah, something's broken. Let's just go Viking. Can't say we spelled that wrong. Viking. Yeah, it's broken. If it can't get the simplest things, then yeah, that means something's wrong. Is that dead, Steve? Funny. It could be, but no. Oh, I hate when my fingernail hits the caps lock. Nope, it's not working today. Oh well. No, this is just the base for the generator. But yeah, it keeps giving us this error. It occurred while processing. Nothing. There's no kind of warning coming up, so I don't know what I did. I broke it somehow. Or it's offline right now, which happens too. Because we need to replace him with a girl. Because the matchstick girl, we also need to move that building to somewhere else. So we have to look at what we're doing. What I was thinking about is up here, if we take the building and actually move it to the next map over. So if we go to here and extend this up to where the matchstick girl is between the temple and the altars, that can kind of make sense. Because you would leave the temple, go out past the matchstick girl and the candle, which is she's the candle maker, and then you would get your matches and your candles to go to the altars and make your sacrifices. Let's see. I've done that before, and it does work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Nope, page refresh does not work. So I think that their system may be down right now. System of a down. Yep. There, current president, please check. Yep. Yep. Yes. I've tried turning it off and back on again. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, but if we took that and added to the top of this and put the Matchstick Girls candle shop here, and then have that go straight across, because right now, yes, we can only go through through this way. And we can put in a path right here going out that way. That will put us... That actually will work, because then the it'll be up this way. And then that's where the townspeople will go into it, so they don't have to go through here. They just go directly out of the side of the temple here and go straight out. There'll be a path here. It also makes it to where it makes we can make logical sense of it out of it this way. Because she keeps bees for making candles, those bees cannot be in the center of town like this. So she can have more bee farms there. Yeah. Yeah. So let's start doing that. Let's go back to our city. What we'll do is right now, I think that is, let me look at our game here real quick. I think that is a building we go, no, that's just a roof building, which it still can be. We'll just put it in the next world over. Let's see how hard it will be to just extend this map here up. I think what we're going to have to do is pick everything up and move it down in order to extend up, which is kind of a pain. Or we can make a new no, I don't want to make a new, I don't want to make a new room. Let's see if we go to the room here. We want to increase the height to, it doesn't have to be too big. It has to be enough for the building, and we make it, we'll say 400, which will increase it by 130. See, but it does add it to the bottom, which means we would have to pull everything down. I mean, we can. What happens if we just do that? Can we just move it downward? I don't think we can. We have to pick it all up, and then move it downward. that's how we would do that. Obviously, we're going to have to move trees and stuff like that, so we'll do that. Trees are on this lane. Oh, no, you're not going to let us... Oh, wow. Well, that sucks. Oh, we can do it this way. Oh, that's right. Let's see. Let's find the ones that are down on the bottom. Here, this will help. Oh, we can't, can we? No, we can't do a select area. But where are tools at? They need our tools. This one maybe? No, that's the hat. Ah, okay. Grab all those guys, bring them down here. This is where they lived before, this is where they will live now. We'll fix the rest. Okay, so that takes care of those. We can take and make, go back to tile set, and we can put a house in, that house in. Oops, that's not what we're trying to do. We go back to this, get rid of that, no. This. Put the house kind of like here. Don't worry, we still have to fix the background, so it'll be fine. Put this is on the next layer up. Oh wow, that's not good. We need to be on this one. And we'll clean all that up. But yeah, let's do this. That's where the house will go. We still need to fix all the trees, of course, and all the tree bases. Upper tile set. You go back to this. Oops. Killer. Huh. Oh. Duh. Gotta go back here. Need to get back on the right tile set, which is this one. Then we need to grab all these. Where are the bases? The base trees. They are on this tile set. Right? Is it on the upper? Oh, it's on the upper tile set. That's how stupid I am. Oh, it's not going to let me select them all, is it? Nope. Gotta move those by hand. Lucky us. Well, we could do a copy, but then we're still going to have to... Screw it. Right now, we'll just get the ones we can see, and we'll worry about the rest later, because we do have to do a lot of work on the background. So, you take those trees. Okay, we broke all of that. Good. We have broken it. It is much happier now. It's not, but it will be. Okay. We'll have a second bridge here. We'll grab our bridge pieces. There's our bridge. Let's turn those up and ones off. I think I'm doing it on the wrong level there. I am doing it on the wrong level. That is correct. The upper layer cannot do that there. All right, let's go on the correct layer, which should be that one. Yeah. There is that bridge. We have two bridges. Okay. And there, and there. Okay, that takes care of those. So that's where the candlestick maker will be now, as not on the main floor, on the main floor. That's funny. That's me just being stupid. Oops, undo. And then we'll bring it up a little bit higher to where the actual walkway is up here. We're going out to. Okay, which one has host on it? I thought it was that one. It's not, it's this one. Okay. Get all those out of there. Put that one there. Okay, so that's a basic thing, yeah. That will work for now, and then we'll make the... I can't draw a straight line, but that's all right.
Brains.
No, that's too low. Put it up a little bit higher. Maybe that makes more sense. Okay. What layer is the water on? I thought it was on that layer. Why is that not showing up? Turn collision off. It's driving me nuts. Okay, that's better. The one thing that gets confusing to sometimes is where the what layer you're on when you're putting things together. That's something I find to be quite annoying, actually. Yeah, that's quite annoying sometimes. I think we're one short on that, aren't we? I don't, maybe not. No, I think we're okay. Cool. Alright, then we do have a couple layer issues, but I'll fix those later. Later. Okay, so yeah, we'll rebuild all that. We're still missing all that, so we'll fix all that. Redistribute the trees, of course. Move the sign, because the sign should still be down here at the crossroads, not up there. We can put a single sign up there. But that is actually a sprite, so that would be on this layer. Grab that and put down. I should still be here at the crossroads. You can also put the Lorax down there too. And then it's just a matter of redistributing trees. But that allows us to take the candlestick maker and put them here. So he, copy him, let's grab him, and then go back to this and put him in here. Make him part of it, we'll make him an instance, because I may have put him in a weird spot. There he is. Okay. Puts him over here. Try not to do that. Moving around GameMaker is not always a fun task. It has its problems. Cool. For now, it will work. But that takes him out of the main village and gives him he's in a direct path to getting into our other section. Oh, we're gonna need that. That sign is not an instance. Yes, it is. Okay. It needs to come down here. Need to grab this. Move it down here. We still have to change the code in it as well, so that it going in, it'll be fine. Coming back, it's gonna put our character up here. So we will have to fix that. We will move this one, goes down here with this. We'll have to make a new one for here. And then put another one over here. All our happy trees. Okay, that at least gives him a path he can wander through. Put all the stumps in later. And then we'll spread those out so there's more foresty where they go back and forth through. I already know that the system's not going to be happy about the fact that we moved all that down, but I think it'll still work. We just need to grab... Oh no, that's not A1. We do need the sign though. Take a sign, and here's your sign. That'll say that it's the candlemaker's house. And in theory, The only thing that's going to be a problem is the way back right now. So let's do this. Let's go and make some adjustments here. Just make that straight across. I'm not usually a big fan of straight lines like that, but for right now, I think we need to keep it that way. And I need to put some lake over on this side. But right now, I think he's going to appear right about here if we do a build. Let's take a look at what we just did here. Close this. Let's see how badly I broke it. Survey says you broke it X amount. And it did build. That's a good sign. If it did build, we have a chance that I did not break it too badly. But if I did, we'll fix it tomorrow, right? Let's see. Okay, this is probably going to put us in the water. No, so, okay, so we need to move him down there, but hey, it didn't break it. That's a good thing, right? Oh, I can't. Oh, the collision's still there. That's funny. He's going to come up on the top. Yeah, in the trees. Yeah, I still have the collision in place. That's funny. I don't know if this is going to... Oh, this doesn't. We haven't set this yet, so okay. That should say candle maker. Oops. Candles. And our candle guy should still say all of his stuff. Yeah, I make candles. I need beeswax. And what we can do is we can take like this whole area in front down here and make either this or maybe over on this side, make this all of his beehives. Like have them all lined up here, maybe. Then we can do like some flower gardens or something like that. Oh, what? Where's the mods? Sorry. Our mod is out, so let me take care of this. I need... Are we talking about Fetcher CC? Sorry guys, I didn't look up to see the things. Okay, well, let's do this. Sorry, I am modding for myself right now. I apologize. As our mod is off doing renovations. Thank you guys for the let me know. I believe they have been removed. Thank you. I was trying to find it. Thank you guys. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I get caught up, and I do miss Savvy quite a bit. But she is renovating. I sent her some pictures of my renovation, before and after renovation that I did on my houses in California. Yeah. But thank you guys. For those of you that don't know, we have a stop sign there that you see spinning. And if something happens that needs attention, like this particular case, if a bot comes in, then throw up the spinning stop sign. It's the only thing it's used for, is that someone's either doing something they shouldn't be doing, or there's a bot that's come in and has started doing something. And so you see the stop sign spinning, and that's what that's for, is to let me know that there's a problem, or to let my mod know. But my mod's on vacation, which is good. And we don't feed trolls here. Good way to put it. I need no name. So, yeah. I appreciate it, all of you. Okay, and we've gone over again, but you kind of see what I'm getting at is we'll remove tomorrow we'll remove the candle shop from the main thing. We'll start figuring out where we're going to put all our beehives and all that, so that can go. And then we'll take some of these trees out and make a flower garden where the bees get all their stuff. That kind of thing could be kind of cool. And then we can also put in quests for, like, I have a lot of candles to make. Go get me some beeswax and stuff like that. So, because what we'll start working on is some of the smaller side quests. We have all the way to from level 0 to level 1. We have a the line, his path drawn out. Now what we'll start doing is start filling in the side quests as he's adventuring and looking around and stuff like that. And this could be one of them, whereas he comes across the bee maker. My way of looking at it is, if I come into this map and I see that building and a guy standing there, as a player, I'm going to walk over and talk to him. You know? So yeah, so we can do that. Or maybe we move the hut over a little bit more and put the flower beds here or something, or we'll make some adjustments. We'll figure out what looks right. You know, but yeah, let's do a save, because I don't believe I have saved today. But it's not broken and it is building, so it's okay to save. Let us also go back here, put everything in place here. We've had a minor disruption from a bot and it has been handled. Yeah, we came up with the stop sign idea a while back so that you guys, because I'm not always looking at the chat screen as I'm working on stuff, because I get caught up and think about what I'm doing and stuff like that. And we came up with the stop sign idea so you guys can alert me or the mods to something that isn't right. You know. Yeah, you guys, you say, we've got your back here, Joy. Yes, you do, Devil King. Thank you all very, very much. 4 messages. Oh, wow. He got 4 messages in? I didn't even know that. Huh. I only saw the one. Huh. Funny. Good job. Yeah, we don't play those games here. I'm just going to have to pay a lot more attention now that Savvy's on vacation. On vacation. I want to let the credits run for a little bit, because you guys are very, very helpful. Yeah, we don't do what he wanted to do here. Yeah, we're not going to play that. I found it funny that he told me I wasn't a real American. Being Belgian, he wasn't wrong. Oh, the bot did? Yeah, we don't. No. Just no. We don't play that game here. If only there was a massive list of potential mods. Funny, Sparta. You funny. There is a list. You are correct. Nice call out. Yes. That is me. All on me. Just be like, yep, you're correct. It's a list that he has checked it twice. I've checked it more than twice. You know, but we've had a lot of it under control, so it's not been a problem. We're going to end the game section here, just to say, as soon as that goes off, we're going to do that.